Yes, that actually has just happened. Do not scratch your eyes. The bosses here at WhatCulture.com have ordered that I go through some sort of gimmick change, even though the King Ross character, it wasn't broken. If it ain't broke, don't fix. His King Ross has somehow become King Rostifer. What the f? Anyway, it's that time of the bastard week once again where I take a look at all the WTF moments from WWE RAW. Let's get cracking with the nagging King Rostifer. What a load of f***ing shit. First of all, I'm going to take you inside Vince McMahon's office just before the American football season started. Yes, bear with me, pretend this sick guy, this lovely voluptuous body is Vincent Kennedy McMahon at his computer screen just before the American football season started. Must get Roman on the screen before the football starts. Yes, you know what I mean. 2 weeks. 2 weeks of Roman Reigns kicking off the show just before American football comes on the air. I've been reliably informed that's what happens. I don't actually like American football, therefore I don't really give a shit. But aye, Roman before the football, so we all see Roman. Roman. Vince wanks off Roman. They actually brought attention to the boos. Corey Graves said, listen to the reaction for Roman Reigns, but it was boos. It was loud boos. It was quiet boos. It was medium boos. It was all f***ing boos. Obviously, what's got on here? Kevin Dunn's f***ed up, as we know. Kevin Dunn has massive f***ing teeth. And those got in the way of the cheer button, you know, the fake cheer button that used to pipe in for Roman back in the day when we all still hated him. So, aye, Kevin's teeth got in the way. He didn't tell Corey. Corey looked like an idiot. Yes, we have that sign where some fella was telling another fella that WWE RAW is better than WWE SmackDown Live. As we all know, opinions are like arseholes. Everybody's got one. But this opinion, this subjective opinion, is wrong. I'm saying this because I can. I'm a sick guy. You're watching the sick guy preach. That opinion's wrong. SmackDown Live is a lot better than Raw. Subjective opinions are objective here. Go. Michael Cole called the WWE Universe, the WWE fans. I couldn't give a shit about this, but the sheer amount of people that tweeted me telling me, oh, King Ross, you've got to bring attention to this. I just have to do it. I'm bullying at things I don't want to do sometimes, and it's King Rostifer. Fucking idea was that? Who knew David Guetta was a wrestling fan? Do you reckon the club can handle him? You know, because that was the title of one of his hits back in the day in the club, Gallows and Anderson on Raw. Laugh! Michael Cole is continuing to tell us that the Cruiserweights are exclusive to Monday Night Raw, even though the likes of Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak have been appearing on NXT in recent weeks. Their appearances on a different show is like the opposite to exclusive. Raw has been pimping out their Cruiserweights. Yes, that's right, I'm telling you that Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon have both had a gimmick change into The Godfather. The Cruiserweights are hoes. That's what's happening. Pimping ain't easy. Brian Kendrick is the new WWE Cruiserweight Champion. WTF, motherfuckers. I can't fucking believe it. What's that? No, he's not. What are you talking about? James, that tweet, please. Yes, Chris has been demoted because he's shit. That tweet, please. Last week, that match was announced as a championship match, but then we've got to the match last night. Kendrick's won. Match was just an ordinary match. There was no title match. Kendrick's been f***ed in the arse. WTF is going on there. I can't believe it. I've been f***ed in the arse myself. I've just been roped in completely. I am not a mark. No, I'm not. I'm not a mark. I'm not a mark. The bosses at WhatCulture won't buy me a cape, but they'll buy me a £1.98 plastic f***ing scepter. That's the sort of gratitude I get around here. But look, this is what Bayley's t-shirt normally looks like. And this is what Bayley's t-shirt looked like on WWE RAW last night. I mean, unicorn blart is the term that springs to mind. Yes, it looks like a unicorn has just ejaculated all over a shirt. What are all those stains? Answer on a postcard, please. Unicorn blart. That moment where Michael Cole said the Royal Rumble comes to the Alamo Dome in San Diego for the first time in 20 years. It's San Antonio, Michael. San Antonio's in Texas. San Diego's in California, I think. I might be wrong. Who gives a shit? I'm here to be wrong. You're here to watch me be wrong. They're wrong. There. It even says f***ing San Antonio there, Michael. How the f*** could you f*** this up? I'll tell you how, because you're shit. I sent JB out to that mountain over there. I sent David Otunga to that law school down next to it. I don't know where the f*** to send you, though. What do you do? What's over there? Mountain, law school. War. Go to that fucking war over there and report on like you used to. Oh, your shit. So they finally cut Alberto El Patron from that WWE 2K17 advert, despite having him in there the past couple of weeks, even though he doesn't work for the company anymore. Kevin Dunn's finally put those fucking massive chompers of his to good use by chomping them out. It's like just chomp the tape there and chomp the tape there and put it... Teeth. Yes, after 9 long matches, not 7, it was 9. There was 2 before that Best of 7 series kicked off. The team of Cesaro and Sheamus have been forgotten about in WWE Universe land. The team of Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens announced that they want to challenge for the WWE Tag Team Championship. They were going to challenge New Day to a non-title match. Then they were going to win that non-title match and they were going to challenge them to a Tag Team Championship match down the road. Where the f*** does Cesaro and Sheamus fit in that? After all those matches, this whole fucking storyline has accumulated absolutely fuck all. What the fuck was the point? It turns out, though, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens lost that match. Therefore, now they're out of it and Cesaro and Sheamus are back in. Therefore, I've been worked once again, like with the Kendrick situation. I am not a mark. I am not a mark. For fuck's sake, I am not a mark. We have that moment where Michael Cole called them Team Jericho. He f***ed up completely. He had 3 options. It could have been Jericho. It could have been Team Chris and Kevin. It could have been Team Kevin and Chris. With the 3rd option obviously being the best because Kevin Owens comes first because he's the best. Yet Michael still f***ed it up. He's There's a war down there. F*** off down to that war, Michael, and report on it like you used to do back in the day before you ruined wrestling. Ha! Now, call me old-fashioned, but I do not want to see heels and t-shirts that are promoting good causes like that charity that was sponsoring Raw last night. Titus O'Neil, he's a despicable human being. They don't even say that he's a good dad anymore, yet there he is promoting a very good cause, a very good message. It just doesn't make any f***ing sense. And as for the Titus brand, Titus, how the f*** do you plan on taking over both the music industry and the films? How the f*** are you going to do that? Your promos on Raw in recent times have proven you can't f***ing talk. Well, I doubt you can. If you can't talk, you probably can't f***ing sing either. It looks like someone's got a case of the bad gimmicks. Ha 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 ha! Sucks to be you, motherfucker. Hashtag make it go away. Arr, 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 arr. That moment where Byron Saxton said that Titus O'Neil has been very successful away from WWE. James, the footage, please. Titus didn't play in the NFL, so to this uneducated sick guy, that means he failed American football. He's had a wrestling career where he hasn't been very successful. The greatest achievement of his wrestling career is keeping a job for this f***ing long. 3 sons, great dad, dad of the year. So away from wrestling, Titus has done sweet f*** all. He's failed American football. He's a great dad. Dad. Yes, it's Corey Graves o'clock, motherfuckers, in that moment where Corey claimed that there's one team that dominates as a team, and that's Gallows and Anderson. Hardy, hardy, ha. The Good Brothers have been booked f***ing terribly, haven't they? They barely win a f***ing match. They fail to get the tag team championships. They do not work well as a team because they always f***ing lose. Corey's got egg in his face. Let's move on. So after that massive f***ing build-up they gave to Gallows and Anderson, they got the jobber entrance. Yes, that makes complete sense, doesn't it? Just so the golden truth with them stupid f***ing... me the back, lads. Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination, and when he's tall, he's what we call a dinosaur sensation. Oh. Tom Spiracy! Ashton Kutcher's middle name is actually Ashton. WTF. Christopher Ashton Kutcher. He's one of those pernickety f***s that likes to have their middle name as their first name because they don't like their first name. Take what you're given, Ashton, you f***ing pernickety. Then we have that moment where Christopher Kutcher, yes, Christopher Kutcher, Christopher Ashton Kutcher, yeah, claimed that he could beat Kevin Owens in a good old tongue lash and a good old verbal debate, even though, as we all know, Kevin Owens is the sickest guy on the f***ing microphone in WWE today. There are very few that would stand toe-to-toe with the sheer amount of banter that Kevin Owens has got pouring out of himself. Banter for days. Japes for days, jokes for days, everything for days. That's almost as preposterous as a WhatCulture personality taking part in a wrestling match later this week. Oh, f***. Yes, Adam Blanchmier versus Rampage, the 6th of October, street fight. Have fun with that, internet. WhatCulture personality in a proper wrestling match, that's the f***ing end. The end is nigh, the end is nigh, f***ing run away, the end is nigh. Dana Spiracy! Eh? We have that moment where Seth Rollins claimed Triple H's worst decision ever in life was the call to marry Stephanie McMahon, of course. With those endless championship reigns, those undefeated streaks and all that juniors career, then the millions and millions of dollars and the big house and basically job security for life. All of those things together, of course, Sethy Poo make marrying Stephanie McMahon the drizzling don't they? Of course it doesn't. Triple H is a very lucky man. Also, the Tatty Bojangles. Stephanie McMahon had her lady bowels crushed live on there. That's normally the other way around, where she crushes a man's bowels. That means one thing, motherfuckers, grab two of each animal and head for the border.
The end is nigh, the end is nigh. F***ing run away, the end is nigh.
Emma, I feel your pain. I'm now King Rostifer. You're now Emmalina. Our names are WTF was with that jobber's hair? Well, that's a good question, King Rostifer. Let's mull it over. Mull it over. He had a mullet, didn't he? Laugh. Then we have that moment where Tom Phillips asked Charlotte if she had any butterflies ahead of her match with Sasha Banks. Of course she didn't, Tom. That horrible fucking butterfly belt was retired at WrestleMania this year. There's no more butterflies to be seen ever again in WWE, and I like that. Get it? It's another joke. Please laugh or fuck off. Sasha Banks doesn't land on her heat after a torpe suicida! Mamma mia! Well, she normally does, though. Normally kills herself every time. I've got a quote to read from Sasha Banks while you're watching this little gif here. When we first started, they told us to wrestle like divas. So what exactly is that? We didn't know. They were just like, be girly, do hair pulling, do cat fights. To quote one of my favourite films of all time, Big Daddy, hip hop, a hypocrite, hypocritical Banks. Ah. What? Sasha Banks won the WWE RAW Women's Championship. Whoop-de-doo. Who saw that coming? Probably everybody, but there. The WTF moment here is not that Sasha won the belt, it's that WWE actually acknowledged it as a championship match when it was advertised as one. Could they not have done that for Brian Kendrick? Oh God, I'm a Brian Kendrick mark now, but you know what I mean. What's good for the geese is good for the gander. Geese, Sasha Banks, gander, Brian. Yes, one WhatCulture signed a WWE RAW last night, but there was also a fucking unbelievable sighting. There was a Mark dressed up as me. He had the crown, he had a better cape than this somehow. I'm fucking disgusted at that. He was there, loyal subject t-shirt, everything. He was me at Raw. I should be flattered, but I'm not. I'm fucking disgusted. Gimmick infringement, pal, you ever heard that? Just copying me. I could sue your fucking arse, but I'm not going to, because I'm a nice guy, as well as a sick guy, but a nice guy all the same. And that's it for all the WTF moments from WWE RAW. I'll see you tomorrow for some WWE SmackDown Live. Bye!
This Thursday, for the first time on iPay-Per-View, WCPW refused to lose. Alberto El Patron, the Mexican sensation El Ligero, the Kiwi buzzsaw Travis Banks in a triple threat for the WCPW Internet Championship. Mr. Brexit, Doug Williams, takes on the grandson of a plumber, Cody Rhodes, answering Nixon Neal's open challenge for the WCPW Women's Championship, Kimberly. The Iron Man, Joe Coffey, takes on Minoru Suzuki. Rampage versus Adam Blumpier in a street fight. Joseph Carnes will defend his WCPW Championship against Martin Kirby. And the local hero, Joe Hendry, will take on the American hero, Kurt Angle. WCPW refused to lose. Thursday, 7:30, 2:30 Eastern, only on iPay-Per-View.